Hello, thanks for joining. Okay, so we're going to have our 60 minutes Hatha Yoga. So tonight we're going to focus on inversions, and inversions are where the head is below the heart. They have lots of benefits, mainly improving circulation, improving the immune system, which we all need in these times, not just COVID but also winter, lots of colds going around. So that's why I thought we'd do inversions tonight. So they are things like a forward fold, legs in the air, bridge, down dog and things like that. So we will be focusing on those mainly, but we'll also be adding in back bends and hip openers, just so we have an overall balanced class. So thanks for joining. So we're going to start in our first inversion, which is supported bridge. So if you've got blocks or cushions or rolled up blankets, so we want to be lying with our tailbone, like at the bottom of your spine, on the blocks, and then the rest of the body, kind of like your shoulders and your arms, your back of your head is resting on the floor, and it's up to you what you do with your feet. So you could be in reclining butterfly, you could be in just a bridge, or you could be in the knees together and feet out, constructive rest pose to start. I'm going to just spend a few minutes in the supported version to kind of tune into our bodies, tune into our breathing, and tune into our thoughts, our mind. So the psychological, the physical, and the mental awareness that we want to start off the class. So it might be quite hard to transition, as always, from a busy day into the yoga. So as we start, we will set our intention if that feels right for you. So you set the intention at the start of a class, and then at the end of the class you assess whether you stuck with your intention, or if you set yourself quite a challenging intention, whether you stuck with it or not. So just closing the eyes. So this is a bit like our initial relaxation. Just now we're elevating the legs slightly, and we're feeling like we can open the chest. Maybe get a gentle stretch up the thigh muscles, the hip flexors. So breathing in and out through the nose. Just at the moment it's your natural breath. See if you can stay aware for about 6 natural breaths. Transition into the 3-part breath. So here the breath is deeper and we breathe into the tummy. Tummy expands, the side ribs expand, chest expands. As we exhale, we'll just release down slowly. So maybe going into a 10-second breath, so that's an inhale of 5 and exhale of 5. So slowing our breath down to 6 breaths per minute. into the mat and then bringing both knees in towards the chest. So first of all, we hook the left knee in towards the chest and we're extending the right sole of the foot up towards the ceiling. Make sure our chin is towards our chest. We're just doing these slow leg raises. But we want to engage those thighs, so drawing the kneecaps, try and push the heel away and toes towards the face. So lowering down as you breathe out, breathing in to bring the leg back up. Try and keep that leg as straight as possible, breathing out to lower, draw the tummy in, breathe in to lift. Doing about 8 altogether. Try to get that connection as the body moves, you're breathing. So only move the leg when you're ready, say, to breathe out, you're lowering. And hold the leg there until you're ready to breathe in again. When you're ready to breathe out, lower the leg. So trying to work in synchronization with the breath. And one more, lower slowly, breathe out. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out, both knees in towards the chest. And we change sides, so hugging your right knee in towards the chest, extending the left sole of the foot towards the ceiling, heel away, toes towards the face. So we start with the breath in. The breath out, slowly lowering the left leg. When you're ready to breathe in, lift again. Keeping that left leg strong and active. About another 5 again, moving the leg with your breath. So there's no rush. We want to make the most of the breath. In to lift, breathe out to lower, breathe in to lift again, and breathe out as we draw both knees in towards the chest, just hugging the knees in, knees side to side. We're slowly lifting up to seated. So here we're going to do half forward fold, so another inversion. So if you need a block to sit on, just to help elevate the hips. So half forward fold, we're drawing our left foot in towards the right thigh, the right upper thigh. Try not to let the foot come underneath the leg, so it's just at the side of the leg. And if your left knee is quite high up, maybe get a block or a blanket to rest the left knee on. Okay, so we sit up as tall as we can, breathe in and stretch up. As we breathe out, we're coming forward. So just place the hands at the side of the right leg. And we're trying to again push our heel away and toes towards the face. And then with the right hand, we're taking hold of the right big toe with the 2 forefingers. So we're just stretching forward. See if we can keep our back flat. So we might want to round our back, but we want to keep the chest lifted and the back flat if you can. And then with your left hand, take hold of the outside of the right ankle. And then if you can, reach your fingers towards the outside of the right foot, but keep lifting the chest forward if you can. And so it should be quite a deep, intense stretch on the hamstring or the calf. If you're not able to reach, it's better to bend the right leg slightly and then pull forward gently, and then if you need to, you may be able to extend the right heel away a little bit. So we're going to hold for 5 breaths, and this is where, when we've gone as far as we can with the forward fold, we allow the chest to kind of come forward and the back to round. And on your next breath in, draw the tummy in and lift up slowly, releasing the hands. Then we're coming into butterfly. So butterfly is the soles of the feet together and the chest forward. And butterfly the knees up and down, slowly, gently. If you want to, you can press your elbows on the inner thighs to see if we can push the knees apart a little bit more. We still want to keep the chest forward though. And 5 breaths in butterfly. To half forward fold on the other side, so extending the left heel away, so that left leg is as straight as possible and our right knee is out to the side. Again, if the right knee is really high up, or if you have any pain in the right knee, get yourself a block or a cushion to rest, and then we breathe in to stretch up and breathe out. Draw the tummy in as we come forward, and start first of all with the hands either side of your left leg. See if we can keep the back nice and flat and the chest coming forward. So we imagine we're folding from the hip, and then with our left fingertips, our four fingers, we're taking hold of the left big toe. Still trying to draw our kneecap up on our left leg. And then taking the right hand to see if we can reach outside the left shin, or the left ankle, or the left foot. And then, if that's not achievable, maybe bending the left leg a little bit. And then we fold forward. Again, here we can allow the back to round. We can bring the chin towards the chest. And then 5 deep breaths. In-breath, draw the tummy in and lift up slowly. And again, coming into butterfly, so the soles of the feet together. So here we can again push our knees away with the elbows, or we can take hold of the feet with the hands underneath the feet, maybe helping us to draw our chest forward with a nice flat back. And again, hold here for 5 breaths. Hands, now extending both legs forward. So we're going to do the full forward fold. So sitting up as tall as you can, first of all in staff pose with the hands by the hips. And we're pushing the heels away, toes towards the face, and we're trying to think about drawing the kneecaps up so the thighs are strong. Then taking a breath in to stretch up, breath out, fold from the hips, so maybe bring your hands onto your hips and then walk the hands forward. And again, keep the chest coming forward, the face looking forward, going as far as you can. And then this time we cross over the hands, so the hands are either on the outside of your shins but crossed over. See if we can go a bit more, then maybe opposite hand over opposite ankle or the outside of the foot. And then we allow ourselves to come forward, chin towards the chest, dropping the head, and 5 deep breaths. But keep the heels pushing away, toes towards the face. Breath, drawing the tummy in, lifting up slowly. Okay, and then breathing out, we bring the hands behind, press the feet onto the floor and lift up the hips for the counter pose, which is inclined plane. Breathing in, breathing out and lowering back down slowly. Okay, so now we're coming on to our front. So we don't have a lot of flexion of the spine, so we do a little bit of extension in Sphinx. So we want an active Sphinx here, so just the elbows, maybe underneath the shoulders if that feels okay, and we're squeezing the thighs together, squeezing the glutes, drawing the tummy in and looking slightly forward, and hold for 5 breaths. So squeezing the thighs together and squeezing the glutes. Press into the elbows, go to lift up to tabletop, so lifting up slowly, and then bringing the knees apart and the feet together, go into extended child pose. We're drawing the bottom back to the heels. Extended child pose, we're just drawing the fingertips forward as much as we can, resting the head either on a block or on the mat. And hold for 5 breaths. Press into the hands to lift up slowly, back to tabletop. So next we're going to do a dolphin pose. So dolphin pose is a bit like down dog, except we're on our elbows. So we interlock the fingers with the hands resting on the floor and the elbows are out. So we're making like a tripod with our hands and our elbows. And then we're turning the toes under. So first of all, just want to feel the stretch in the toes, and then we lift the hips off the floor, and then if we can we bring the chest through to the thighs and we walk the feet forward towards the elbows. So dolphin is quite intense, so we'll hold for 5 breaths. Again, trying to draw the kneecaps up, push the hips back. bring the knees back down and then resting again in extended child pose. So knees apart, big toes together, bottom onto the heels and extending the fingertips forward. Resting the head on a block or a mat. 5 deep breaths. And lifting up again. So we'll go into down dog. So the next inversion is down dog. So spreading the fingers, just making sure we've got our wrist underneath our shoulders, turning the toes under again, lifting the knees off the mat first, drawing the chest as much as we can through to the thighs, and slowly lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. What we want is not straight legs, more of a straight back. So to keep the straight back, you're bringing your chest through to your thighs as much as you can. And then see if you can keep that closeness as we straighten the legs. And 5 breaths in the down dog. Now walking your hands back towards your feet, softly bending the knees, and we're rolling up slowly, keeping the chin on the chest, bringing the fingertips up the body, up to standing. Okay, so if you come to the front of your mat, so we're going to do forward fold and half forward fold. So stretching up, breathe in, breathe out, bring the hands to the hips as we come forward, but here we're just having a little bend in the knees, pushing our bottom back. We've got that nice flat back, and then draw the fingertips down just so that on the shins and the back of the head is in line with your neck and your shoulders. Okay, so breathe in, breathe out, come into the fingertips down with a rounded back. So we'll just experiment and see if we can notice the difference between a flat back in half forward fold, where we breathe in, and then a rounded back as we breathe out into the full forward fold. So breathe in, half forward fold, breathe out, full forward fold. One more, breathe in, half, and breathe out, full. So now, as you're in your full forward fold, notice, are you kind of in on your heels? If you are, you want to kind of just come forward a little bit. So you're not just pressing all the weight into the heels. You're bringing all the weight into all 4 corners of the feet. And then we take the 2 first fingers again to take the fingers underneath the big toes, and then you're resting your thumbs on your big toe nails. And you also take the elbows out to the side, so bending the elbows. And if the fingers don't reach, we keep the knees bent. And allow the crown of the head to come towards the floor and take 5 breaths. Now pressing the feet into the floor, drawing the tummy in and draw the fingers up, slowly up the body, keep the chin on the chest and bring the head up last. Okay, so next we're going to do a wide-legged forward fold. So we take the feet wide apart, so a little bit wider than you think they can go. So first we're going to fall forward again, kind of with the hands on the hips and with a flat back. So, and we also want to make sure the heels are out. We don't want the toes to be out. We want the toes slightly in and the heels out. So chest forward, elbows back, breathe in, and then tilting from the hips, again come forward. So you're just looking down towards the floor and you're not allowing the head to come forward yet. So press the feet into the floor and soft bend in the knees to breathe in to lift back up again. Breathe out, come forward. So 2 more, breathing in, pressing into the feet, drawing the tummy and lift up. Breathe out, come forward. Lifting up, breathing in. And breathing out, coming forward. So try to imagine you're pushing your bottom back and you're coming forward with your chest as much as you can, and then bring the hands just so that underneath the shoulders. We're still in the bit where the back is nice and flat, if you can. Okay, so now just maybe edging the heels out a little bit more. Breathe in, and then breathing out, we're kind of walking the hands back and we're allowing the crown of the head to come down towards the floor. So 5 breaths. You're bending your arms slightly, pressing into the fingers and taking your elbows back if you can. And your feet are kind of, your hands are kind of in line with your feet. And then press into the hands, walk the hands just so that underneath the shoulders, and then walking the hands forward. So we're kind of doing a wide-legged down dog, but we're not bringing the hips forward. The hips are staying back, and you're just walking your hands far forward as they'll go, but keeping that chest drawn through to the thighs. 5 more breaths. Drawing the kneecaps up. Slowly walking the hands back so they're underneath the shoulders, then heel toeing the feet together a little bit, coming back into the feet are about hip width apart, and then slowly we're bending the knees and slowly drawing the fingertips up the body, chin on the chest, bringing the head up last. Okay, so we're going to do 1 more wide-legged forward fold. So I'll show you from the side. So feet again as wide apart as they'll go, hands on the hips to start, chest forward, shoulders back, breathe in, breathe out, come forward again. This time we're taking the hands behind and interlocking the fingers. Just check again that your heels are slightly out and we're drawing the kneecaps up. And then we'll see if we can bring the hands straight over the head. So this is great for posture and releasing tension in shoulders. And release the crown of the head down and see if gravity can pull you into the forward fold a little bit more for 5 nice deep breaths. Bending the knees slightly, press into the feet and lift up slowly, keep the chin on the chest and bring the head up last. Okay, so in those few forward folds there, we should feel a bit more energised, hopefully. So we'll do some sun salutations. Okay, so Coming to the front of your mat, feet about hip width apart. Okay, so first of all, palms facing forward. So we're standing in mountain pose. So a breath in, breath out, palms together. Breath in, stretch up tall. And a breath out, come forward, fold. So we keep the knees a little bit soft if you have any back issues. Then breathing in, stepping the right foot back and the right knee down. Here lifting the chest in the lunge. And then stepping the left foot back, foot in tabletop. And exhale, knees, chest, chin to the floor. Press into the hands here. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the thighs. Press into the hands, breathe in, cobra. Breathe out, tabletop. Then lifting the hips up into down dog. So down dog, first of all, walking the dog, so bending one leg, straightening the other. Chest through to the thighs as much as you can. And then we'll go the easy way, so knees down to the floor, and then stepping the right foot forward back into the lunge. Breathe in, lift the chest. Breathe out, turn the left toes under, step the left foot to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Press into the feet as we breathe in, stretch up tall, extended mountain. Breathe out, back to mountain. So opposite side, palms facing forward, breathe in. Breathe out, palms together. Breathe in, extended mountain. Breathe out, forward fold. Now breathing in, lifting the chest and stepping the left foot back and the left knee down. Back into the lunge, breathe in. Breathe out, right foot back into tabletop and slowly release down to the floor. So before we lift into cobra, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the thighs together. Then breathing in, press into the hands, cobra. Breathing out, tabletop and down dog. So about 3 breaths in down dog. Spreading the fingers, drawing the chest through to the thighs. Bend the knees a little bit to have that nice straight spine. Bringing both knees down to the floor. Stepping the left foot forward. Breathe in, lift the chest. Breathe out, stepping the right foot to the front of the mat, forward fold. Press into the feet as we breathe in, lifting up to extended mountain. Gaze to the thumbs. Breathe out, back to mountain. So we'll do one more each side, sun salutation. So palms facing forward, breathing in. Breathing out, palms together. Breathing in, stretching up, extended mountain. Breathing out, forward fold. Breathing in, right foot back and right knee down, lifting the chest, lunge. Left foot back, so we can either go tabletop or plank. So holding the breath in tabletop or plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Switching the glutes on, engaging the thighs. Breathe in, cobra. Breathe out, tabletop and down dog. 3 breaths in down dog. So from down dog you have a choice of either bringing the left knee down and stepping the right foot forward, or bring the right foot in between the hands and then bringing the left knee down. Breathing in the lunge. Breathing out, left foot forward fold. Breathe in, press into the feet, stretch up, extended mountain. Breathe out, mountain. Okay, so left side, palms forward, breathe in, breathe out, palms together. Breathe in, extended mountain. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, left foot back, left knee down, lift the chest, lunge. Hold the breath, either tabletop or plank. Breathe out, knees, chest, forehead lowers down to the floor. Squeeze, activate the legs, breathe in, cobra. Breathe out, push back into tabletop and down dog. 3 breaths. And again, you can either bring the knee down or step the left foot forward in between the hands and then bring the right knee down. Lifting the chest, breathing in, lunge. Breathing out, stepping the right foot to the front of the mat, forward fold. Breathe in, press into the feet. Lift up to extended mountain. And breathe out, back to mountain. So here, bringing the palms together and closing the eyes as you take a few breaths, scanning the body in mountain pose. Opening the eyes, releasing the hands. So we're going to just do hand to big toe, but standing. So this is just one balance that we're going to try today. So the hand to big toe is our 2 forefingers that we take hold of our right big toe. So the right thumb is pressing on the right big toenail. So for me, I've got funny hamstrings and hips, so what we would normally do is try to extend that right leg out right in front so the right leg is straight, but I just have to keep my right leg bent. So we're just going to hold for 5 breaths, standing up as tall as we can, left hand on the left hip. Okay, and then again, if you've got good hamstring, good hips, you extend the right leg out to the side, but that doesn't happen with me. So all I do is hold on to my right knee with my right hand and then take the knee out to the side. And hold again for 5 breaths. And then slowly bring the right leg forward, now extending the right foot away, heel away, toes towards the face. We're lifting the right leg up as high as we can for 5 breaths. And releasing the right foot to the floor with relief, shaking out the left leg. So great for strengthening the standing leg. It's quite tough. It's the hand to big toe series. So we'll try the other side. So either hugging the left knee towards the chest, or if you want to, with those 2 fingers, taking hold of the big left toe, and the left thumb is resting on your big left toenail. So right hand on the right hip, standing up as tall as you can, and then we try and extend that left leg. If you can, that's good. Don't worry if you can't. You can also have something to hold on behind and hold for 5 breaths. Then we move straight into, if we can, taking the left leg out to the side. So I'm just going to hold on to my left knee and extend the knee out to the side. 5 breaths again. And bringing the left knee to the centre, both hands on the hips, extending the left foot away. Really try to strengthen that left kneecap. Push into your right foot, standing up tall, 5 breaths. And bring the left foot back to the floor, shake out both legs. Okay, so coming back down to our mats. So we're going to lie down on the mat. We're going to do the bridge exercise. So bridge exercise is another inversion. So first of all, just settling the back into the floor, and then press both feet into the floor. Feet about hip width, knees about hip width, and press both hands into the floor. And first of all, we're just going to do our pelvic tilt. So tilting the pubic bone up towards the face, squeezing the glutes and drawing the tummy in, and then relaxing. Breathe in to tilt and breathe out to release. So 2 more, still pressing into the feet, breathing in, tilt, breathing out, release, and 1 more, breathe in and breathe out. So we do the breathing in, tilting first, and then keep breathing in deeper as we peel the back away from the floor, and then we're pressing into the feet, pressing into the hands and holding for 5 breaths. Okay, and then slowly releasing the back vertebrae by vertebrae to the floor, and finally the tailbone releases. And keeping the feet where they are, we're just going to lift the right hand above the head on the in-breath. Slowly bring the right hand back down. Breathe in to lift the left hand above the head. See if we can bring the back of the hand to the floor. Breathe out slowly. Palm comes back down. And keep going with these mindful movement of the arms, opening the chest, opening the shoulders, working with our breath. And 1 more each side. Okay, so we're going to do our bridge again, this time with the feet together. Okay, and we're squeezing the thighs together. So squeezing the glutes, squeezing the thighs, inner thighs, then pressing the feet into the floor, First of all, tilt the pubic bone towards the face, so we're just lifting the tailbone off a little bit, and then breathing in to peel the whole of the back off the floor again. So squeezing the thighs, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the abdominals, 5 breaths, the feet together in bridge. Okay, and on your next out breath, keep squeezing the tummy and the glutes and the inner thighs. Slowly release the back to the floor. When the whole of the back's resting on the floor, bring both knees in towards the chest. Just hugging the knees in, maybe taking the knees side to side. So we've got one more hand to big toe, which is either half happy baby or with the legs straight in the air. So I'll show you happy baby first of all, which is more of a hip opener. So the left foot comes to the floor, and then we're drawing that right knee in towards the chest. So we might want to stay here, or we might want, with these 2 fingers again, we might want to hold on to that right big toe, and then we might want to extend the right sole of the foot towards the ceiling, and we're drawing the right knee in towards the right armpit. So this is half happy baby. If you want to, you can extend the left foot and the left leg along the floor, but it doesn't feel that comfortable for me. So, and then if you want to, you can straighten the right leg, but again, I find it not very good for my hamstrings, so I'll just keep the knee bent in towards the armpit. So we're holding in half happy baby for 5 breaths. Slowly, just hugging the right knee towards the chest again, now extending the left heel away, left leg along the floor. Just holding for a few breaths. Then drawing the left knee in towards the chest. And we change to hand to big toe or half happy baby on our other side. So right foot comes to the floor, then we take hold of the left big toe with the 2 left forefingers, and the left thumb is pressing on the left big toenail. So this one feels okay to straighten the left leg, but to keep me balanced, I'll do half happy baby on my left side as well. Or as well, you can extend your right leg, get more of a stretch in your right hip flexor and your right quads. So 5 breaths again, either with the left leg straight and the right leg straight, or both legs bent, it's up to you. Bringing both knees back into the chest, knees side to side. And to release off the legs a little bit more, extending both legs up towards, so both legs are up in the air and the heels are away, toes towards the face, The thighs are strong. You just interlock the fingers and take hold of behind the hamstrings and hold for 5 breaths. Both knees back into the chest, just hugging the knees in. And we'll finish with a reclining twist. So both feet are on the floor, and here we just get ready for final relaxation as well, so make sure you're warming up. So the knees are together and the feet are together and the arms are extended out. If you want to, you can have the left arm above your head with the left back of the hand on the floor with the palm facing up, and extend both knees down to the side. You can look over to your left if you like. So 5 breaths, making the breaths deeper here if you can. Breathe in slowly, knees come to the centre. Breathe out, releasing the knees down to the left. Then left fingertips extend away and right hand above the head or right hand out to the side. Now looking over the right shoulder. Bringing the knees slowly back to the centre. And again, knees hugging into the chest. So now if you get ready for final relaxation, make sure you're warm enough. Make sure you've got maybe extra socks on, extra layers. And relaxing down onto your back. So either, again, the knees are apart, so the knees are together, with the feet out, constructive rest, or legs out straight on the floor and the small toes are falling out to the side. Make sure your chin is coming towards your chest. Maybe have a block to rest the back of your head on. And the body wants to be in a straight line, lying on your mat. So take a few moments softly breathing and going back to your intention you might have made at the start of the class. Notice how you feel in the body and the mind, how your breath is. And thinking, what has the practice done for you today? Now we're going to work on tense and relax. So sometimes we're tense in different parts of the body without even realising. So we're going to tense different parts of the body and hold, and then we're going to breathe out and relax. So starting with the right leg, going to lift the right leg off the floor and squeeze the right toes, squeeze the right glute, squeeze the right thigh, breathe in, breathe out and relax. So notice the toes relaxing, the thighs, the right hip relaxing. And same again with the left leg, so lifting the left leg a couple of inches off the floor, squeeze the left hip, the left toes, squeeze the whole of the left leg, breathe in. And breathe out, and then let go, releasing the left leg to the floor. And now without lifting the legs, we're just squeezing the right kneecaps, squeezing the right glutes, breathe in, squeeze harder. Breathe out, completely let go of the hips, the glutes, the thighs. Moving on to the arms, lifting the arms off the floor a couple of inches, squeezing the fingers, make a fist, squeeze the shoulders up by the ears, breathe in. Deep breath out, relax the arms onto the floor, arms are heavy. And finally squeezing the face, squeezing the eyes, breathe in. Deep breath out, relax the eyes, the face, the throat, the jaw. And then breathing softly. As you exhale, feel the body relaxing deeper and deeper, letting go. Now working on that 3-part breath again. So for about a minute or so, about 6 deep breaths, so full 3-part breath. So you inhale, tummy's expanding, side ribs, chest. Then the exhale, chest releasing, side ribs and tummy. Returning to your natural breath. Bring awareness back to the room. Slow movement back into the body. Wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Rotating the ankles and the wrists. Then bring both feet together. And take a deep breath in. Stretch the arms all the way above the head. And breathe out slowly. Bring the arms down, and bring both knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Then we lift up slowly, either take the knees down to one side and pause, or bring the tummy in, rolling up. And that's it for tonight. Thank you, and hope to see you soon. Hope you enjoyed. Bye for now. Hi Mike and Lynn and Roger. Thank you very much for joining. See you soon. Bye.